spent all his savings on a first-class plane ticket, just to make a deal with a wealthy businessman. But as soon as they shook hands, the businessman began disinfecting in disgust and even had his bodyguard send him to economy class. This instantly infuriated Mara, who argued that having bought a first-class ticket, he had every right to be there. However, he underestimated the power of capital. With just a nod to the flight attendant from the businessman, the plane turned around and headed back.
You own the ticket? I own the plane, my friend.
Because of the businessman's word, Mara was humiliatingly kicked off the flight. What the businessman couldn't have imagined was that this poor man would later become his strongest competitor. Even more astonishing, this is a true story. As Mara walked out of the airport, he was stopped by a mysterious white-haired old man who had heard Mara's plan for a budget airline on the plane. In India, where 90% of people can't afford to fly, a budget airline was a business opportunity. But buying planes is no small sum, and he needed Mara to provide foolproof data. Mara took the old man to a restaurant and ordered him a very ordinary pizza. Initially, the old man was disdainful, but after tasting it, he was amazed by its deliciousness, comparable to a 5-star hotel. Mara revealed that the only difference between 5-star hotels and small eateries is the lavish decor. The food is the same, but the price is 10 times higher. By the same logic, as long as a budget airline focuses on travel, eliminating business class and meals, and converting extra space to economy seats, then profits on high volume can be very lucrative. This woke the old man from his dream. Convinced of Mara's genius, he hurriedly took Mara back to his company. After a risk assessment, the shareholders unanimously opposed the investment, as buying planes required significant funds and might not pass government inspection. But Mara suggested leasing planes from the US. In the wake of 9/11, Boeing had many unsold planes available for half the rental price. Seizing this rare opportunity, the shareholders agreed, but it would take 6 months for the funds to be available. The old man asked Mara to advance the lease payment, but Mara couldn't come up with 60 million, even if he mortgaged his house and farm. Still 40 million short. He had no choice but to borrow high-interest loans from the local lender. When the wealthy businessman learned that Mara was borrowing money to buy planes, he was completely stunned.